Baltimore, Maryland is a city rich in history and culture, and one of the best ways to experience its heritage is by visiting the many historic homes that are open to the public. In this video, we'll take you on a journey through 5 of the most historically significant houses to visit in Baltimore, Maryland. The Edgar Allan Poe House. The first house on our list is the Edgar Allan Poe House and Museum. The house was built around 1830 and is one of the oldest surviving structures in the neighborhood of Jonestown. This small, 2-story brick house was the residence of the famous American writer, Edgar Allan Poe, from 1833 to 1835. Poe rented the row house with his aunt, grandmother, and 2 cousins. During his 2-year stay, Poe wrote some of his most famous works, including Ms. Found in a Bottle, Berenice, and Morella. The house was referenced in many of Poe's works, including The Black Cat, The Telltale Heart, and The System of Dr. Tar and Professor Feather. The house has been preserved to look as it did during Poe's time there, and it is a must-see for any literary enthusiast. The house is said to be haunted by the ghost of Poe himself, as well as the ghost of a woman who has been seen walking up and down the stairs. Visitors can take a self-guided tour of the house, which includes a replica of Poe's writing desk, his research library, and several of his personal items. The Homewood Museum. The second house on our list is the Homewood Museum, located on the Johns Hopkins University campus. The museum is housed in a Federal-style mansion that was built in 1801 by Charles Carroll Jr., a prominent Maryland statesman and one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. The mansion was later purchased by the philanthropist and merchant Robert Oliver, who added several additions to the house and decorated it with elegant furnishings and artwork. The Homewood Museum was donated to Johns Hopkins University in 1902 by the family of Robert Garrett, a prominent Baltimore businessman and philanthropist. The museum's collection includes a wide range of decorative arts, including furniture, silver, ceramics, and textiles, as well as paintings and sculptures. One of the most notable pieces in the collection is a set of 4 Chinese export lacquer panels that were acquired by Robert Oliver in the early 19th century. The Homewood Museum has been featured in several films and television shows, including the Netflix series, House of Cards. Visitors can take a guided tour of the house to learn more about its history and the people who lived there. The Mount Clare Museum House. The third house on our list is the Mount Clare Museum House. The house was built between 1755 and 1760 by Charles Carroll, barrister, who was a prominent lawyer and planter in colonial Maryland. The Mount Clare Museum House is considered to be one of the finest examples of Georgian architecture in the United States. The house was originally located on a large plantation, but over time the surrounding land was sold off, and the house became surrounded by the growing city of Baltimore. The house was used as a hospital during the Civil War, and soldiers from both the Union and Confederate armies were treated there. The house has been restored to look as it did in the 18th century and features original furnishings, artwork, and textiles. Visitors can take a guided tour of the house and learn about the daily life of the wealthy elite during the colonial era. The Hampton National Historic Site. The fourth house on our list is the Hampton National Historic Site. This sprawling estate was once the residence of the Ridgely family, one of Maryland's wealthiest families in the 19th century. The estate includes a large mansion, a slave quarters which housed over 300 enslaved individuals, and several outbuildings. The mansion was built in 1790 by Captain Charles Ridgely and was designed in the Georgian architectural style. The estate was once one of the largest in Maryland, with over 25,000 acres of land. During the American Civil War, Union troops occupied the estate, and the Ridgely family fled to safety. However, the mansion was not damaged during the war, and the family returned to the property after the conflict ended. Visitors can take a guided tour of the mansion to see the ornate rooms and learn about the family's history. The estate is home to a large collection of fine art and decorative arts, including furniture, ceramics, and silverware, much of which was acquired by the Ridgely family during their travels abroad. The estate also hosts special events throughout the year, including concerts and living history reenactments. The Walters Art Museum. The fifth and final house on our list is the Walters Art Museum, which includes the once private residence of William T. Walters, a prominent businessman and art collector in the 19th century. The Walters Art Museum is located in the Mount Vernon neighborhood of Baltimore and is composed of 3 buildings: the original Walters family mansion, a former department store, and a newly constructed building. The Walters Art Museum is known for its world-renowned collection of more than 36,000 objects from around the globe, including ancient Egyptian artifacts, medieval armor, and Asian ceramics. One of the most notable pieces in the collection is the reticulated giraffe, a 3rd century Roman sculpture that is the only known surviving ancient bronze sculpture of a giraffe. The museum underwent a major renovation and expansion in 2001, which added more than 50,000 square feet of exhibition space and modernized the facilities. The museum offers a variety of educational programs, including tours, lectures, and workshops, as well as family-friendly activities and events. The Walters Art Museum is a popular destination for art lovers and tourists alike, and is considered one of the premier art museums in the United States. These 5 houses are just a sample of the many historically significant homes that Baltimore has to offer. Each one offers a unique glimpse into the city's rich past and is well worth a visit. So next time you're in Baltimore, be sure to add a few of these historic homes to your itinerary. If you found this video informative and entertaining, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.